Hey,
Hey,
how are we doing? It is really hot up here, hence why I'm half in the shade. I don't know how Ray's got his jumper on, but there's no
carry
light
enough
today.
insulation anyway, which is just a little bit.
Right, Andrew's tuning in. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, man? Shannon from Wales, hello. Ian from Canada, how you doing?
Winona.
We know that Ian was the one that we teamed up with and did our live stream with.
Oh yeah, when I had COVID.
When you had COVID, it was a good night. It was a good night. So yeah. Justin, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see everyone. So tonight, what we're going to talk about, I have no idea. I was meant to plan something. Ray just asked me what we're talking about tonight, and as always, I'm going to make it up on the spot because
That's how we roll.
that is how we rock and roll. It's really hot up here. I say that every week, but seriously, when it gets into the summer, it's going to get even hot. We might have to go into the garden or something. Don't know. Right.
Studio at the back of that flat slab.
In the garden. Right, let's see what we're doing. I was meant to show you some. In fact, actually, let me play the video right now, and it will give me a few minutes of work out what we're going to talk about. On Sunday, I went along to Wembley to the Jubilee, and I'm going to give you a little insight of the new vlog that's coming out on Sunday. Every day you get invited to Wembley Stadium, but to have a picnic on the pitch, we're here for the thank you day. And so, guys, where we're going to pick? We're the first here at Wembley. We've got the pick of the whole pitch. Oh, there's people there.
No, let's go that way. No, let's go that way.
Which goal are we going to?
Well, you can see where we're going, can't you?
We're going
Straight
centre.
for it.
Yes, we're going to go right on the dot. Is there a dot?
Oh, we've got it.
Is there a
I think you
centrepiece?
take both of them if there's 10.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Right. Only one place we will go.
And basically, we're here first, and we've gone for the centre of Wembley Stadium. Love it. Here at Wembley Stadium, having a picnic in the park, and we've got to do some photos. But we need your help because we're currently arguing on the centre pitch. The question is, does the official photo go this way, or does it go this way? When you're strong. Watching you. Here we go, here we go. Sweet Caroline. Times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. There we are. I've got to, yeah, exactly. I've got to be careful. I can't play too much songs on here because I'll get banned for music. But that's just a quick rough edit of the vlog that's going to come out on Sunday because people have been asking me what they would do at Wembley. So yeah, it was an interesting event. Nothing happened. That probably was the 3 hours all in packed into an hour and a half. There was no events, nothing.
It just looked like people sitting in isolation-ish, kind of just eating their picnics.
That was it. But the thing is, the thing was, right, we're the only uniformed people there. We're in the middle of Wembley Stadium. People thought that we were like the official scout. We were the official scouts, but people were coming up trying to sign up to join the local scout. So we signed a whole lot of people up for Wembley. We've got room.
It's the first Wembley Stadium scout group.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So that was it. And then, yeah, John Barnes was there. But what was really funny, I didn't bring them. It's still in my car. Those
Play the video again and run and get it.
those parasols that you saw, they gave them away at the end of it with the bases.
Mm.
So they were like, look, we're going to throw them away. Take them. So we picked up maybe about 50 all in my car, like all squeezed in my car. And then we played a game of how long would it take for someone to put them in me.
Couple of hours, 30 minutes.
I think it was like the very next day. Someone was selling them as seen on Wembley Stadium for 30 quid. So now we're like
25.
Woo, jamboree. No, it was an interesting event. Who else we got here? Cliff, how you doing, man? Cliff all the way from America. Nick's here. It was a good event. It wasn't entertaining.
It was better than the day at work that I had.
We're not going to ask. Guernsey, hello. Simon, evening. All how you doing? Actually, if you want any questions about, I nearly said the wrong shop.
Cotswold Outdoors.
I think he said the one starting with G. Raise your man because he works at Cotswold. Dan, how you doing, man? All good. Dan, I was checking out your YouTube video. Your latest one with the cardboard camp out in his scout hut. And you could, I think the whole group. So it was all good. It was a good one. I'm really, but I need to like stand. Oh, there we are. Now we're focused. Now Ray's outfit. It's
I'm just going to shift the box again.
But if Ray comes down, because Ray's standing on the box,
yeah. So
that's the true height of Ray.
I'm not a big man well, I am a big man, but not a tall man in the woods.
Yeah. So that's the reason. Yeah, so Scouts, what's been happening? Actually, one thing I learned during the week, I was trying to work out what is happening with Scout events at Gilwell Park, particularly because I just saw with Winter Camp, that just reminded me. And I was trying to work out if Scarefest...
Some seems to be on, some are off. There's no sort of real...
Only reunion.
Patty.
Reunion.
It just, yeah.
And there's one other event, reunion and something else, but all the Scout events. So 24 is not happening in Gilwell. Winter Camp isn't happening. So only if you're looking for Scout events, in the whole of the UK as well, only Scout events in 2023 are running. So if you're looking for official Scout, such as Winter Camp, it's not going to happen. Who else is here? Bexhill-on-Sea. Where's Bexhill-on-Sea?
Good to see. I'm guessing it's either Essex or sort of Sussex.
Don't know.
Sounds like it'd be the town next to where Dad's army was based, like Warmington and Sea.
Robert, tell us whereabouts Bexley-on-Sea is, because
I'm really sorry if I got it wrong.
And he's insulted you. Yeah. So what we're doing at Scouts this week? Next to Hastings, East Sussex.
Oh, that's good.
Not too far. So what we're doing tonight? We had our planning meeting last week, and we're doing
healthy eating.
We're doing the skills challenge badge, and yeah, tonight is healthy eating. And
that's why I didn't go to the chicken shop on the way to the Scouts.
We're playing tonight. I got to chop these up actually. Really good game on OSM. Guess what this one's called? We're doing healthy eating. Healthy eating top trumps game. I've got to learn how to play it. I just printed it off maybe about half an hour before I left.
You just got to decide whether the numbers is good or bad to be higher or lower.
Well, is cooked salmon better than carrots? According to this, yes.
Fat-wise, yeah, but like other bits, nutrition.
Omar, here's a blast from the past. Omar, I was only looking at some of your stuff today, so you came up on Facebook memories of the time in Gilwell Park. Omar, hope you're doing well, man. It's good to see you. So yeah, we're doing the personal challenge badge at Scouts. So we're going to be looking at healthy eating. We're going to be looking at something that I struggle with, which is getting enough sleep. We're going to be looking at drugs and smoking. Social media. We're looking at taking up a skill. So the Scouts will be making a diary over the next 6 weeks, showing us what new skills they've taken up and sport. If they're taking up anything new, learning a new skill, so that will all take part. And I went on. I still can't work this one out. I went on Gilwell Park, who have program ideas.
Yeah.
And one of their program ideas for the skills challenge badge was to play dodgeball.
Well, if you can dip, dodge a wrench,
and the wrench,
it's a really good skill.
Yeah. So we'll be playing dodgeball tonight. That's all good.
Yeah, some of the program things that get attached to some of the badges and stuff doesn't seem to really add up.
No. Shannon, we did the athletics badge last night in Cubs. Very windy. Thank goodness network tonight is in the pub. It's wet and windy. Man, the wind last night was mental.
I mean, it wasn't too bad where I was.
Oh, we must have been lightning. Maybe it gets diverted around Heathrow.
Yeah.
Like that bit.
Well, I mean, it's that open expanse of the sort of really
stuff,
weird,
yeah.
like all that concrete and there changes. You get like a little microclimate. Depending on which side of the airport you're on, you got guys in shorts and you got guys in winter parkas. It's really bizarre.
Alfie, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, mate. Big Jet TV. coming live from Heathrow. No, did you see the red arrows? Were you
I
working?
saw the clips of it being shared as I was working both Jubilee days, had the Saturday off, and then I was back in on the Sunday.
That was good. We were at home. We were managing to watch it live on TV, and I told the kids, "Put your trainers on because we're going to peg it out." And literally, as they flew over Buck Palace, we ran to the end of the road. They came over, red arrows came over, and then put the smoke on. And the kids were like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" So that was really cool. Simon, we're just about to set up for district dodgeball competition in Harbour District. Nice, a dodgeball competition.
I would just be like the film, wouldn't it? Like you have that whole sort of Karate Kid championship table.
What? That's an amazing idea for a new district competition. I was asked just the other week if I can think of any new events that I'd like to run. I was thinking about bringing back the go-kart competition, but now I'm thinking dodgeball. District dodgeball competition.
You need to find a hall that sort of really fits that sort of arena type space.
Not here. We can't do it here. But I have an idea for a place. But that's awesome. I'm loving that dodgeball idea, competition idea. Got me thinking now, Ray. Got me thinking.
Does Gurnell have squash courts that we can hire?
Gurnell's not even open anymore.
No,
it's
still closed from the lockdowns or
gone. Long gone.
Oh,
long gone. So yeah. Again, actually, a bit of a progress. We were talking about this just before half term about new tents. Those tents just here, these old ones, we're going to get rid of because they're all cheap. Nice. They're not Tesco's ones, but they're not the best. And I asked you guys what you guys are up to, whether you have flipped over to air tents, what kind of brand you recommend. Everyone was going for Vango. Cotswold man here, he recommended Vango as well. And you are getting what? Which one?
The Beta 350.
So that's cool. We were lucky enough to get a grant during COVID. So we're going to put that to good use. That's all.
Get some 450s for leaders as well.
Nice. I have the word dodgeball at Cubs. I went for a stage where all my scouts just want to play dodgeball, and I banned it as well. But it's slowly coming back in.
Yeah, I like to mix things up. If it's the same thing all the time, it just gets a bit repetitive. So you try to rotate your games.
Yeah, no, definitely.
A bit more kit cricket in the summer when it's sort of season. Just don't play chalk rugby.
I was instructing Tomahawk throwing at our Cubs camp when the Lancashire came over. Oh, nice. It was circling around the campsite a couple of times while I waited for the Spitfires to arrive. Do you know what I learned about this actually, Dan? There's one of the doctors at work. I've got to be careful. I nearly gave his name away. His brother was involved in the planning of all the flyer though, right? So he was telling me mathematically and scientifically how it's all planned. That some planes fly at a different speed. Yep. So the arc of the angle had to be worked out, the speed to match up, all this. And he was just telling me, and I was like, what the?
I mean, I find it so bizarre that the arrows fly so close to each other that they have little stickers on the glass, depending on where the pilot's head sits, to line up to parts of the other planes, which is how they stay in formation. I'll be there going,
It's absolutely mental. Harold, hello, man, tuning in across the pond as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. The Red Arrows I saw live a few times actually. I saw them. Last one was in Bournemouth, and it was just after. In fact, it was the first flight after sadly one of the Red Arrows guys passed away. So it was that. It was the first one. So it was a bit emotional for them, and it was emotional because I've never seen the Red Arrows before. But you listen into the cockpit.
So I've never listened into the cockpit, but we used to go camp right by RAF Benson for a good number of years. So you'd often see the Red Arrows and stuff flying around, and then they'd land there, and then they'd come off again and go off. And
nice.
But every summer, the night manoeuvres, 2 nights was probably the most fun thing. You're just lying with your head sticking out the tent, watching all the tracer rounds going over the top of the.
Love it.
And then the Chinook flies down, and you can feel the draft. And
no, it's good. Red Arrows are great, but I did like listening into them kind of go red one, left, red one, and like the lead guy who was on the ground telling them what to do, and then the number one telling them. That was awesome. I really like Red Arrows. That was good. Simon's saying there are so many dodgeball rules, but scouts don't seem to know their national rules. well, when we went to play rounders in the park the other week, even the 3 leaders were all arguing. So I don't know how we'll have to.
We'd have to write the rules out for a tournament. You need to make sure that would be like Formula One.
Dan saying a variation of dodgeball for someone. Leaders stand at either side of the playing area. Scouts run from one end, the other leaders have a super soakers. If a scout gets wet, they're out. Loving that one.
Yeah.
What would you call that though? Dodgeball.
Leader fun.
Yeah. Love those displays, but off to scouts now. Have a great stream. Awesome. Loving your YouTube profile there of a jet. I don't know much about jets, so I don't know which one that is.
Okay.
Big Jet TV would know. So yeah, it's all good. So what's happening in Scouts? Whatever you guys are, what are you up to this week? What badges have you been running? I've got some new vlogs coming out. I've got some ideas. Some people have sent me some questions. And one of the main questions that have been asked is about Scout Leader Awards and badges. So I'm going to be doing a vlog about that.
I mean, I've always said that if you've got proficiency in like archery or air rifles or your adventurous hiking or climbing, you should have a thing. So if you don't know a leader and you turn up to an event, you see the badge and you want to find out more or see if they can come do a thing to your session, you know who to approach.
Yeah, you know. Good.
It should just, it could just be like your service awards the kids wear with the different color squares.
Yeah,
just be something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be big and fancy like an arm full of things. You look like a North Korean general.
Typhoon. I would never have got that. We call it Run the Gauntlet. Yeah. Love it. Awesome. We're setting camp at the weekend along with the regular flags. Flew the Union Jack correctly. Thank you. Well done, Harold. A little bit of teaching of you just the other week. And the Queen's Canadian inside our camp as part of our camp, as part of our flag background of camp. That's a mouthful, Harold. The other flying is 15 minutes from here. Nice. In Canada, they got Lancaster bombers. Nice. Yes, no, Harold, I was showing you just the other week about how to correctly fly the Union flag because I was putting the
bunting and stuff.
I had to make sure as a scout hall. For me, I'm not really bothered. I'm sure no one else will really know, but there will be a comment.
I can't tell. I know it's something to do with the white strip thicker on the one side.
Top left. Top left. I had to Google it.
I was thinking bottom left, but
top left. We did rafting last night, and Scout had to build them and test them out. Nice. There's nothing. Well, there's a pond down the end. We could throw them in that, but
used a model boat pond because the one at the bottom now is a fishing lake. Fishing,
yeah.
The people will not be happy.
No. Going camping for month 3 of my Dragon Award. Shannon, I've been looking at that Dragon Award since you pointed that out to me. In fact, Shannon was one of the ones that commented about Scout Leader Award badges, and she said she's doing her Dragon Award.
I vaguely have an idea. It's like a sort of Queen Scout-ish, or like an Explorer belt.
No, it's for leaders.
Oh,
in Wales, so there's a big criteria of things you have to do, kind of like hikes and camps, and build this and do that. So I think we should definitely do something in England, and I'm going to actually write to Gilwell HQ and try and promote that we should do something familiar.
Speak to my aunt, who's a scout leader in Wales, but does stuff at the sort of national level in Wales. Maybe see if we can get seconded to a group in Wales and do our Dragon Award.
No, Shannon said anyone can do it.
Oh,
we can apply and do it ourselves.
Well, let's do that then.
We will do it because it sounds awesome. The Dragon Award, love it.
It's also vlog content for your future.
Exactly. It's all about blogging. It's all about getting ideas. Monday evening, we're doing fire lighting tomorrow. Going to do a Kelly Kettle challenge, so they all make hot chocolate in their 6s. Love it. That's brilliant. We do that. That's part of our what we'll be doing at camping. We'll be doing it in September when we take our scouts, and we do that. If you've seen us at Gilwell with Bush Scout, we do the Kelly Kettle challenge and make everyone play a part there. So Beavers play a part, Cubs play a part, Scouts play a part, and then the leaders get a cup of tea at the end.
Or coffee.
Or hot chocolate in this case. Or
Horlicks is quite nice at camp.
The other one that they do is make super noodles.
Yes.
So you just boil of water.
Or a cup of soup.
Yeah. Cup of soup. Other brands are available. But no, the Kelly Kettle's good. No Scouts tomorrow. off on camping. Dan, you need to invite us camping. But I'm actually
I was going to go camping next week, but the person I was going camping with cancelled. So I was going to go like camping specifically to go fishing. There was like big fish there.
Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. No, I am at the moment really run out of life points. I've really badly run out of life points. It's camping one night each month of the year for bronze and silver, gold, and they have challenges here. Loving that idea, Shannon. I really think leaders. I'll show you the paperwork later, Ray, about how you do the Dragon Award. But I really think we should have something in England like this. But it sounds amazing.
We could have the St. George Award and it can slay the dragon.
Oh God, then there'll be a whole load of why do we call this? Robert, the scout leaders at my old group did the Yorkshire Challenge Award. Similar idea to the Dragon Award. Not sure if it's still officially running and if you still obtain the badges. Man, I'm learning stuff tonight.
Maybe we have like the London Award and we just name every sort of section after bridges and
like what would we what bridges would we have?
I mean, you got a Tower Bridge, London Bridge. Battersea Bridge is pretty nice with all the lights. Is it Battersea or?
Yeah, Battersea do it. Yeah. Shannon, enjoying that work at the pub.
And then the Wonky Jubilee Bridge.
Oh, the Wonky Jubilee.
Was it the Jubilee Bridge?
Yeah.
No, it's the Millennium Bridge.
Millennium Bridge, yes, you're right. I started Dragon Award a few years ago, but I didn't finish it. Well, Mandy, guess what? I'm challenging you to restart it. I don't know if you can restart. We'll make
I don't know if there's
We'll make
you
it
can
up.
restart our award.
Restart. It's fine. Hammersmith Bridge. The Hammersmith Bridge would collapse.
It's falling down.
Yeah. And now they want to build a new one. Oh man.
Like you're not even allowed to cycle over it now. It's
no.
got that bad.
No. I used to like it. I used to go over the other side to Barnes and then down that little embankment to watch the boat race.
So we used to go down there and then cross over because along that south side there used to be a few geocaches. So when you were doing geocaching with the explorers, we could go down there. It was quite easy to get to from our place.
Yeah.
I mean, we still can. It's foot traffic, but
Hammersmith Bridge. Southwark Bridge, London Bridge, Tower Bridge. But if we did it, Americans get confused between London Bridge and Tower Bridge.
And Leicester Square.
Marylebone. No, I think actually we should do this. We should look into a dragon. We've got the Yorkshire Award badge, so we'll find out, and we might start our own badge up. That's a really good idea. Hello from Portsmouth. We're doing a penny hike at. Oh God. Yeah. No. I'll tell you about mine. We're doing it at Scouts this week. Heads, left tails, right at every junction. Win and patrol who get the further. In fact, I was talking about this just a few weeks ago. I'm getting super excited because I remember when we did it, it went so bad. We basically just walked around in a big square and then we got bored. The Scouts got bored and we were like, you know what?
So it's either going to be you go in a straight line because you just zigzag back and forth, or you just go in a big like Fibonacci.
What we did actually just on the same, it's not penny challenge as such, penny hike, sorry. But about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were doing the orienteering badge and we made the Scouts make their own map, including some locations, and it kind of worked. But what we then did was they had to get a location that we chose up in town, but they had to write the steps,
instructions.
And it was very interesting how directions is different, isn't it? Because as an adult, you might use locations. So I know a lot of people use pubs, landmarks as well. Yeah. So maybe it's maybe Costa Coffee now is maybe not as the pub. Pub was quite of a when you get to
pubs
Red
are
Line
like closing quite hand over fist. Like
yeah.
Where I used to live, like I don't recognise any of the establishments anymore.
No, it's all Costa Coffee's taken over. But we did this, and we kind of knew exactly. Well, we didn't know how to get to the location, but just seeing how the Scouts did it,
they had a few instructions that were open to interpretations.
So of course we misread their directions. We went instead of going straight, we went whoop completely off, and we were like, actually, we used your instructions. So that was a really good. I really enjoyed that map, trying to get to the location, and actually it turned out that all I think we had 9, 10 scouts that night. None of them knew where they were going. The location where we told them, we were actually taking them to a quite famous film set, not far from here, about 10 minutes away from here. And we had to get there to the film set. And then they realized, oh, we don't know where the film set is. We just picked a university, which wasn't that far. It was just across the road. But I thought everyone knew where this film set was.
So I was trying to explain it to them, going, there's a video with that guy that asks his 2 kids to give him instructions to write a sandwich, and they stick the knife in the jar and then spread it on the bed. So like the jar and the knife go on the bread, and it's like you have to break things down a bit more to get your point across, unless you're using the landmarks or handrails or. But
I like that as a scout idea. It was a good night.
It got them thinking as well, because they did some really good maps a few weeks before. And...
added one new cub last Monday. Went to camp on Friday. Group barbecue and advancement ceremony on Monday. Losing 3-6. 3-6 cubs. What's 3-6 mean? 3 6s. Don't know.
3 from the 6 or 3/6 of your total scout cub numbers you've lost.
It's American wings.
Like
American sayings.
Yeah.
Harold, speak English, man. Ah, look who the cataract did. Austin. Hello, Austin. I haven't seen Austin for years.
It keeps flapping up on my timeline this time of year of him taking pictures of us on the stage at Bushcraft.
Yeah, and with Lofty. The last time, Austin, we need to meet up. We need to. I'll message you later, actually. Nick, does anyone still use old patrol tents when camping? Yes, Nick. In fact, the vlog that's coming out this Sunday. Called "Do I leave these tents to airbeam tents?" We got traditional camping down here. We use the Icelandic tents. I'm assuming that's what you mean when you say old patrol tents. So at my district, we have a camping competition. It's called Totem. We run it in April, and we have to use Icelandic tents because it makes the judging easier. Which
uniformity does make easier to judge the.
It does, standards. But it makes it harder because no one in the district uses those, but only for that competition. So,
apart from that one group.
4 out of 6 total. But you said 3, 6. 3 out of 6. Man, I'm getting more confused. Anyway, new cub joined on Monday, and he went camping on Friday on us. That's good. And in fact, actually, my son Thomas joined Beavers last week, and he got Beaver of the Week.
I saw us, yeah.
Boom. And he loved it. In fact, when he came to the Cubs here, my group here, I don't know, about 2 months ago, and he hated it because he didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
And his other school friends go to one that's literally 2 minutes from our house, and he's got 8 friends there. So he's gone there.
Yeah, I mean, that was the problem with peer groups is everyone wants to join the group that the rest of the group is in. And I'm like, I don't have any spaces. Try this group or this group or this. Well, they want to go here.
So now my dilemma is, do I stay here or join the arch rivals?
Stay here.
Yeah, no. I can't. It'd be...
Unless you're going to sabotage from within, but that's not very scouting.
Austin, good to see you, man. Yeah, I'll definitely message you and we'll hook up for a beer because it's long, well overdue.
Or urban foraging, as we named it before.
Urban foraging with Paul Curley. We only have 6 in total in pack 3 coming up. Small keyboard and big fingers. What 3 words is good for locations? Yeah, we were actually talking about. We did what 3 words just before COVID. We went to one of the big parks down here and we did what 3 words compared to a normal map and to see who got exactly the spot and see if you can make up a whole sentence.
Yeah, I mean, I have it on my my phone as a on the lock screen, so it comes up with the thing. And I really like it when you get some bizarre words that link up and make a.
There's a scout group that's actually got scouts in there. What 3 words on the HQ?
That's pretty good.
That's really lucky. Oh, Harold, this is getting very confusing. Hence 4, not 5.
I failed maths twice. I'm done.
This is confusing. 4.
Yes.
I think Harold's taken over the show. Harold's taken over the Scouting live show tonight. Yeah, so it's going to be. I love it. Just trying to get new ideas.
Half his group.
Why didn't you say that? That would be the easiest. Beavers is getting a bit noisy as it coming to the end here. We got 2 or 3 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna dash off. But yeah, fire some questions at us. Whatever you want to know. If you've got any scouting questions or just want to have a general chit chat, it'll be awesome to see what you guys are up to. Now we're back to half term, so we're going to be doing the skills challenge badge.
And the Magic the Gathering stuff.
Oh
some
God,
creative
yes!
And
I was
arts
trying
and
to remember
games.
Magic the Gathering. That's what we're doing.
Don't say it too loud. We might summon Tony.
Tony got very excited when we were program planning just the other week, trying to work out what the program's going to be and what ideas we're going to have. And he got very excited when we decided that we were going to do
Magic the Gathering.
See, I can't remember what it was. What 3 words? Isn't that great for doing a hike, especially when there's no signal? Yeah. And Simon, you know, when what 3 words was coming out, everyone was talking about the emergency services using what 3 words, and they've said exactly the same thing, that they recommend it, but they wouldn't recommend it for.
It shouldn't be your
emergency.
Your primary use of navigation. It should be your to help you get emergency response.
For your exact thing. It's a bit like GPS and paper map, isn't it? So let's show you what we are going to be doing in Scouts this term. So as you can see, where are we tonight? We're down to Scout Skills Challenge Award. So we're going to show them the badge, what it's all about. Tell the Scouts about their physical activity diary they need to keep for 4 weeks. Play dodgeball, and then, like I say, we've got this top trumps game that we're going to be playing a bit later on. I've got to work out how we're going to do it.
Did you just show it to the camera when we're showing this screen?
No, because I've got a little camera.
Oh,
see.
Ah.
And then we've got smoking drugs and alcohol. I need to get the policeman. I haven't actually asked the policeman to attend yet.
At the moment, he's got COVID, so
he has got COVID. Yeah, absolutely right. My antidote thing. What else have we got? And then we've got the police coming down in a few weeks' time. That'll be good.
2 visits in one hit.
Yeah,
I know that's already pre-booked.
That's pre-booked, but the police are going to come down in their right van, and they're going to be visiting beavers, so they're going to be staying on and doing scouts as well. So that'll be quite cool. And then we've got skills night. The skill night I'm really looking forward to. Okay, so what we're going to do, we were having a big discussion about this just the other week about where we show them how to wire a plug and all that kind of thing. We think actually plugs nowadays,
They do tend to be molded.
no, there's just a random one, isn't it? There's the plug is now molded on. So what's the point in showing them how to change?
But with the that new directive that's come in for removing that obsolete servicing, that it might come back to having plugs that you can wire in and out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. But so the skills night that we're going to do for our scouts, we're going to set them a challenge that they've got to cook at home for 4 people, do the washing up, putting away, that kind of stuff as well. Maybe include a bit of shopping. Doesn't say that, but we might do that. And they've got to show photo or video evidence for that.
We could set them a budget, and then they could budget it. That'd be a skill.
Loving that one. And at home, they've got to learn how to use the washing machine, load it, unload it, that kind of thing. And again, we don't have a washing machine in the scout hall, but the parents will love that one, so they're gonna do that at home. But what we're gonna do at the scout hall, Ray is gonna show them how to fix a puncher on a bike tire, and then we're gonna learn how to iron your necker and shirt, which I'm gonna do, and then change a light. I think that means change a light bulb. Young Jack will show us that. So that's what we're going to do. That's our skills night.
Jack that can operate a projector.
Jack, who works for the BBC and does a whole load of live broadcasting, can do the projector. And then we've got 2 weeks of this thing called Magic the Gathering, which is some sort of card game or something like that. The reason we're doing that is at the Scout shop, you can get that pack for free. And then something we're going to do on the last night is summer party. We still haven't worked out what the party is going to be. Sometimes it's like a water game.
It's got to be a Christmas themed party because we still didn't have the Christmas party.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is
very
very true.
It got cancelled last time when there was.
That's very true. That's very true.
Cancelled twice.
Got a fundraise this weekend. Any tips for getting the parents involved last minute? In fact, you might have seen my post on Facebook. I was asking for this about your favorite ways of doing fundraising. When I like to do it at my face, we do the human fruit machine. But any tips on getting parents involved? Oh, man. It's hard because I'll be honest with you.
Let's say like it's a bit trickier. Like right the week before, it's something you want to sort of try and get a few weeks in advance so that people can be available.
Yeah. What I was going to say.
But if they donate cakes and stuff, that might be useful.
Yeah, and just go in small letters. You're just on the stall for 20 minutes or something like that. But what I was going to say was that at school now I'm doing a lot of PTA invite. You're like, oh my god, I've got to do another thing in the school.
It's only
so
2 hours a week.
Yeah, no,
All
exactly.
the other 2 hours.
But now I'm thinking like, man, why do I have to do this? And maybe is that what parents for Scouts are thinking as well? When we ask them, can you come and help do a barbecue, or can you do that?
I think if we set out the expectation of it's a short 30-minute shift, if everybody pitches in, we've got the day covered.
Yeah, I think as long as you're saying it's not the whole day. And what is the stand? If it's going to be a fun stand, then it's going to be great fun. But if it is just you standing there shaking a rattling fundraising can, it's not going to be very fun, is it? So maybe having a fun stand that the parents can do. Unless anyone else has got any tips. Let's see if anyone else has got any tips. Real maps, please. Old school. Exactly. No. That's good for skills, isn't it? Let's go. Good knowing how to swap in a smart switch or plug. Smart switch. Is that a Canadian
it's the thing that I can go, hey Alexa, turn on my lights, and like the.
Oh yeah. Maybe
I
that.
Still have fairy lights up from Christmas because the wife likes them around the bookcase.
Doing the laundry as we speak. Oh, that's good. Leaving the Christmas lights up. Loving that.
But then like Alexa's programmed to turn them off at 10 o'clock every night, but she tells a joke and then says good night to you, but it'll be like good night, talk to you tomorrow, or good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. And then it goes or makes a bed bug noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grace, have a good one. Again, we need to talk because you're just around the corner. They're by Ham House, which is like literally 20 minutes, half an hour from us. So we should come and do something. You're right, Ray. Well done. Come to Ham Fair this weekend and get a burger from the Scouts stall. See you soon. What am I doing this weekend? I promised my wife, honestly, that this weekend I'm not doing any Scouts. I was meant to be going to a Scout training event on Saturday. And I promised my wife. Message me.
I'm doing Race to the King. I've got a 50-kilometer hike on the Saturday. I've got a lift to the place in the morning, but no lift home at the moment. So I just need to get back to the station. It's going to be at Goodwood.
Good. Oh, nice. Awesome. Alfie, send me some information about whereabouts it is.
Like how big are the burgers? Do they come with cheese? He doesn't like fried egg.
Well, remember that I don't like fried egg. I don't like eggs at all. But no, if it's a community event, I might be able to get there. But if it's a Scout event at the moment, my wife is saying I'm doing too much Scouts.
Can you not take the kids out and give your wife a couple of hours spa time?
I could do. It's a good idea. Loving that one. Right, guys, we're going to shoot. We've got to prep for Scouts. We've got to cut. Well, Ray's got to cut. Okay. The top trumps.
Oh, because Jack's not here. I'm the bottom of the totem today. Am I?
Jack's ill. Oh, it's not a Scout event. Oh, a village fair. Oh, nice.
There you go.
It's not a Scout event.
Boom. Come on, darling. Let's go to a village fair. Oh, look.
The Scouts are here. Congrats, Thomas. Yes, he was very happy that he got Beaver of the Week. For his just a few weeks that he was at Scouts.
I do like the idea of it being a like a stuffed toy that they share around.
So the beavers here, my group, they do get a stuffed beaver out, but it's a small one. But this one that Thomas got was like absolutely gigantic. So he's loving it, and it's called Bexo. And with Bexo, you have to.
Is it like a Flat Albert or whatever it is, where you have to take pictures of the Flat Stanley?
You have to keep a diary of what the beaver's up to.
But we can go to the village fair.
Yes, that's true. So there's Thomas and Bexo. Thomas winning Beaver of the Week, so he's super happy that.
So I say we put a 5th feeling or 8th feeling scarf on it and send it back.
Shall I do that? Shall I swap? All right, okay. So
I changed my allegiance this week.
Ray's challenged me. Shall I change the Scout Beaver Necker to something else? Because there's an arch rival Scout group. That would be
Take
really
pictures of it and then just send them in.
I should have brought him here tonight. Outside in another Scout group. Loving it. Right, guys, we're gonna go. In fact, because I've got to make a brew because I'm thirsty. I've got to have some dinner as well. Whatever you're doing, great. Have a great week. Stay in touch. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you next time here on Big Man Words. We'll be back next Thursday, 6:30. You never know. Old Ray might join us again.
Might be.
Depends. Whatever you're doing, guys, have a great week. Stay safe.